Our next topic is SWIFT. SWIFT means Society for Worldwide Interbank Financial Telecommunication. This was founded in Brussels in the year 1973. Um, SWIFT is a messaging network that financial institutions use to securely transmit information and instruction through a standardized code. Every bank will have a SWIFT code or a BIC. Okay, we call it in different names. There are different names such as BIC, that is the bank identifier code, or SWIFT code or SWIFT ID. All these are same. Here I have given a SWIFT code, that is a unique identifier code for a particular branch. Here SBIN IN BB565. This is a SWIFT code. Now in this, the first four digit, the SBIN, it stands for the bank code. The first four letters denotes the bank. Then the next two letters, that is again we have an IN written there. This IN stands for the country code, or which country it is from. Then we also have BB here. It is again the location code, so which place it is. Say if it is Ernakulam, so BB means Ernakulam, or any location, or it stands for Kerala. Okay. Then we have 565, which is the branch code. Okay. So when we have this SWIFT code, we can easily identify that it is a State Bank of India SWIFT code, which is located in India, in the state of Kerala, and in this particular branch. Okay, so this is a SWIFT code. Now what are the features of the SWIFT code, or why do we need it? SWIFT is mainly for international financial transactions. Again, SWIFT is it provides a secure network that allows more than 10,000 financial institutions in 212 different countries to send and receive information about financial transactions to each other. Then majority of the bank SWIFT members are banks or any other institutions that are affiliated to banking institutions. That is, it is also used by trading institutions, money and security brokers, clearing system, and investing management institutions. So any other institutions may also use SWIFT. But for an institution to have a SWIFT code, they must hold a bank license to become a member of SWIFT. Then the SWIFT network does not actually transfer funds, but it sends payment orders between institutions using their SWIFT codes. Then it was SWIFT that standardized IBAN, that is International Bank Account Numbers, and BIC, the Bank Identifier Code. BIC, as we already saw, it identifies a bank and sends the payments securely. So this is why we need the SWIFT, that is for easy transfer of money from one bank account to another around the world, using does not just for transfer of funds, it actually sends information. Yeah. So that's why we have SWIFT. Then the next one is core banking. Now core banking, it means the centralized online real-time electronic banking. That is the full form of core. Centralized online real-time electronic banking. Now in core banking, what is done is it provides a network between the branches of a particular bank. So there is no more customer of a particular bank. There is nothing like that. We are all customers of a particular bank. Okay. Say for example, if I have an account in say or South Indian Bank, Tevra branch. Okay. Suppose if I need to transfer money, I need not always go to, or if I need any other services of a bank, of South Indian Bank, I need not go to my own particular Tevra branch itself. Instead, I can go to any other branches of that particular bank and I can avail that service, because all the banks now through core banking is connected to each other through this network. So through core banking, we can do very efficient and high quality banking services. Transactions or informations or even services can be provided to the customers in a very high speed and fast manner. All these are the advantages. Then also what all transactions can we do? We can do any number of transactions or anything can be done. We can make a balance inquiry. We can withdraw our cash from any branches. We can deposit cash or we can deposit check to any branches. We can obtain our bank statements if we want. We can go to any branch and obtain our bank statement, or even we can transfer funds through any branch. We need not go to our own branch to do all these transactions. Instead, we can go to any branch of a particular bank and do these transactions. So through core banking, we are no more the customers of a particular branch. Instead, we are the customers of that particular bank. Then the next is check truncation system. This check truncation system, it was put into force after a working report of a committee headed by Dr. R.D. Burman, the Executive Director of RBI. This check truncation system is introduced in order to have a speedy clearance of checks. This to facilitate the speedy clearance of checks. The Negotiable Instrument Amendment Act 2002, Section 6 included this check truncation also in its definition, and therefore it gained legal validity. Now the Section 6 of the Negotiable Instruments Amendment Act, it states a check as a bill of exchange drawn on a specified banker and not expressed to be payable otherwise than on demand, and it includes electronic image of a truncated check and a check in electronic form. So this electronic image of a truncated check and check in electronic form, this gives the legal validity to a check truncation system. Now also we have another part of this Section 6, that is the Section 6 subsection A, which explains the electronic check. That is, check in electronic form contains the exact mirror image of a paper check and is generated, written and signed in a secure system, ensuring the minimum safety standards with the use of digital signature and asymmetric cryptography. This is what we mean by electronic check according to Section 6A. So both these definitions together give the legal validity to an electronic check. Now let us see, okay, before that, what is an check truncation? That is, it simply means that whenever a bank receives the check for collection, the bank will immediately prepare a mirror image or a digital image of this particular check, and then they will send it to the clearing house, and thereby it will be directed to the drawings bank, and then the procedure will be done. So there are a lot of advantages for the system, because before, when a check was given for collection, it used to take weeks or even a month or two. But now the system has changed. We can get our collected check as easy as that. It will be credited into our account within a day or two. This is the main advantage of check truncation system. That is, all the activities or the clearing of check has made faster. Now, there are various advantages to this system. That is, it enables efficiency and better services to the customers. Then it reduces the time for clearing process to 1 day for intercity clearing and the same day for local clearing. Then the process of check truncation also eliminates the need for transporting millions of checks every day to the clearing house. Then it removes the inconvenience to the customers due to loss of checks in transit. This is avoided. Then the jurisdiction of clearing house can be extended to the entire country because everything is transmitted online. We need not have clearing houses in every locality. Instead, the jurisdiction of clearing house can be extended to the entire country. The entire country needs just one clearing house. Also, it reduces the scope for clearing related frauds. It minimizes the cost of collection for check because no more transportation is required, and also the time consumption, it is also reduced, and therefore the cost is also minimum for collection. Now let us see the process of check truncation. Now when a bank receives a check, what they does is the collecting bank will prepare a mirror image of the check. That is, the physical check will be kept safely in their custody by the collecting banker, and the electronic record of that particular content will be generated through a digital image process, and this is called the truncated check. The digital image of the check is then transmitted to the clearing center by the collecting bank. Then the clearing house will do this image routing and processing of the truncated check, and then they will send the files to the drawee banker. Drawee bank is the bank who requires to pay the amount. Then the drawee bank will follow image-based inward and outward return, including the verification of the signature images of the drawer, which is there already with them. So the drawee bank will already have the signature of all their customers. So they will verify all these things. Then they will do this inward and outward returns. That is, inward returns means suppose a customer of our bank is paying a check, and then but when the other party produces it, there is no sufficient fund in our account, and therefore it bounces, and then this check comes back to our bank. Okay, that is inward returns. And outward returns means our customer got a check from a third party, and then he presented it, but due to insufficient fund in the third party's account, we are returning it back. So that is outward return. All these will be checked by the drawee bank, and then the signature verification will also be done, and if everything is proper, then the amount will be transferred. In case of outward returns, the return instrument is given a fresh unique identifier. This can be used by the customer to represent the check. This is the process of check truncation. That's all for today's topic. Thank you.